Welcome everyone to the Longevity Lifestyle Masterclass. So glad to have you here today, and we're just going to have an exciting time together. Who is this masterclass for? Professional men over 45, on the computer, tablet, or smartphone too much, weak or failed fitness routines, moderate health at best, struggling to get a consistent fitness and health routine. Is this you? Possibly. In this game-changing masterclass, you'll discover how to finally break free from the cycle of failed attempts and step into a lifestyle built for real, lasting health and vitality without gimmicks, fads, or burnout. What you'll walk away with: the 360-degree longevity blueprint. Learn how to align health, mindset, and productivity using our proprietary transformational longevity protocol designed specifically for high-performing men over 45. 2, why willpower fails and what actually works. Discover hidden systems, support structures, and identity shifts that create sustainable transformation. And 3, actionable longevity hacks you can use immediately. Walk away with practical, life-aligned tools to boost energy, drop weight, and reclaim your vitality starting now. All with the transformational longevity protocol. And we'll talk to you about, at the end of the program, I'm going to talk to you about a 6-week longevity lifestyle boot camp that I'm offering. This just isn't another fitness program. It's a 6-week longevity lifestyle boot camp powered by TLP. And this is for professional men, 45 plus, ready to train for a life that thrives now and long term. So in 2025, I did a crazy experiment. I asked 71 people to guess my age. Only one guessed within 5 years. Most guessed that I was 15 to 18 years younger. 3 people guessed that I was 25 years younger. Absolutely crazy and inspiring. And I have been working out consistently for many years, and I feel like although I am fast approaching 60, I am in the best shape of my life. And I wrote a book on the topic this year called Age Like a Legend, the playbook for professional men to stay strong, sharp, and unstoppable, even in their golden years. These are some of the chapter titles. It's a pretty comprehensive book. Who is Richard Bowling? Who am I? Who is Richard Bowling? So I was an electrical engineer many years ago. I worked for Mitsubishi Electric and Ericsson. Mitsubishi, I was designing computer chips. Ericsson, I was designing smartphones. And I made the leap into the world of entrepreneurship. Part of this journey, while I was becoming an entrepreneur, I had a lot of free time. I took several years part-time to train actively in the sport of table tennis, which is a sport of my passion. Tried out for the Olympics at the age of 38, reached my peak in table tennis in my early 40s, became top 200 in the US, and I also coached hundreds of students for table tennis for 6 years. And I released a product into the market in 2009 that ended up generating over 8 figures in sales and gross sales revenue. And so this was probably one of the peaks on my journey as an entrepreneur. And I also, in the last 5 years, I have been helping engineers to become entrepreneurs. And so it's a comprehensive program of business coaching, life coaching, and also some health coaching. A lot of the clients that I have been working with, engineers, I've been helping them to up-level their health and fitness. So in summary, over the last 15 years, the core of what I'd like to do, of what I'm passionate about, is that of a transformation strategist. As a teacher, a coach, and a mentor, and I have 15 years of doing that, teaching technology, teaching table tennis, and being a coach in a business, in life, and even fitness already. But this is about you. The most important health conversation you'll have is not lifespan, but health span. And health span has to do with the quality of your life in your final years. The quality of your life is actually even more important than the actual number of years that you're alive, in my opinion. And so this takes us into the concept of a marginal decade. The marginal decade is your last 10 years. And the question is, what will those last 10 years of you look like? And can you just stop for just 10 seconds and visualize with your current trajectory what your life will be like? Will you be vibrant? Will you be in a nursing home? Will you be moving? Where do you see yourself in your last 10 years of life in terms of your fitness, health, vitality, and everything? It's a really, really important question. So the harsh truth is that financial health does not equal physical health. So what's the point of wealth if your health fails you? Health is wealth. You've probably heard that before. So where are you right now on your current health trajectory? In terms of your mobility, are you really able to move throughout the world like you want to? Can you run, jog, squat, and get up from the floor without using your hands, and bend over and reach for things and lift things? What is your leg strength like? This is a really big indicator for aging, that you really need to have your leg strength in check. Do you have your balance? Can you balance on one leg? Can you balance when coming downstairs? If you were to fall, can you catch yourself? Your grip strength is a really big indicator of aging. Are you able to grip heavy objects? Can you squeeze a tennis ball? Your VO2 max. This has to do with how winded you are. Maybe when you're running or doing just a light jog, or running up, or maybe even just walking upstairs. Do you get winded very easily? VO2 max is a really strong indicator for longevity. So the question is, what is the trajectory that you're on right now? Are you on the trajectory where you're optimized for your longevity fitness, or would you say that you're on the trajectory where you have subpar longevity fitness? So just think very carefully about that question. So we're going to give 20 super simple longevity tips and hacks. We'll go through these really quickly. First one, move for 20 minutes a day, 3 times a day. Move for 20 minutes, 3 times a day. It can be different types of movement. It can be in these 3 key areas of strength, stretching, and cardio. What are the best exercises? The best exercises are the ones that you do consistently. So they could be dancing, yoga, running, Zumba, Pilates, swimming, racquetball, basketball, a host. It's not an exhaustive list. It can be many things. So do the things that you enjoy as a starting point. Also, move wherever you are. I mean, if you're waiting at a bus stop, waiting for a train, waiting for a taxi, move, stretch. I get down, I do Asian squats, or do some yoga or some right there while I'm waiting. So you want to make exercise movement a part of your life. Here's a great daily test. Balancing on one leg. How long can you balance on one leg? This is a big indicator of aging. As you age, this ability goes down very, very quickly. Try it right now. How long can you go for 30 seconds? Can you go for a minute? Daily test, easily getting up off the floor. Spelling typo there. Easily getting off the floor. Can you do it without using your hands? Can you do it from your knees? Is it a struggle? If you were to fall, could you get up easily? When you park the car, try to park at the far end of the lot so you have to walk further a little bit. These are things that you can build in mobility into your daily habits. Another choice, when you go to the subway, do you take the stairs or you take the escalator? You should try to take the stairs to get an extra little workout in. Even when I stay into apartments, I will take the stairs versus the elevator to get that extra workout. I did some stairs today. Strength in your legs, really important as you age. Really, really important as you age. Your muscle loss declines quickly, especially you get over 50. So this is really important to keep those leg muscles. And if you use those leg muscles, it will continue to maintain. But if you don't, it'll decline very, very quickly. Are you getting enough hydration on a daily basis? Especially also taking fruits and vegetables. Are you getting enough daily? If you have the decision where you can make between salads, watermelon, and celery, of some really healthy vegetable foods like that versus sugary snacks and desserts. Okay, so that's that decision point. I'm not saying that you should never have snacks, but you should try to have the healthy stuff, salads, more often than the snacks. So balance is everything. Intermittent fasting is another great thing that you can do to promote longevity. Either doing intermittent fasting a few times a week where you don't eat at all for like 24 hours, or you do the 16-8 diet. That's when you would eat everything that you want within an 8-hour window, maybe 2 meals for that day, and then you would take 16 hours where you don't eat. Cigarettes, drugs, and alcohol. I'm not going to talk about this because you already know better. So that's a quick one. Skip the gym sometimes. This is what I believe. I actually don't even go to the gym. I just exercise throughout the day. If you have a gym membership, that's fine. But if you don't, it's okay too. It's sometimes great just to where you move throughout the day. This is what the people do who live in the blue zones. They don't go to a gym. They just move throughout the day. They're working in the fields, hanging out with friends, different types of activities. Just make movement a part of your day. You need more consistent deep REM sleep than you are probably getting. This, if you're the average person does not get enough deep REM sleep. So prioritize that. Reduce stress where? In all areas of your life. This is one thing that will dramatically impact your health. If you're stressed out, there's a direct correlation with all types of things in your body, from your stomach to your skin to major health diseases. So make sure that you reduce stress. A couple of ways that you can do that is through meditation, mindfulness exercises, or breath work. Some really simple ways that you can reduce the stress. You want to rewire your mind to optimize for aging. So you want to think of aging, knowing that aging is inevitable, but aging well is a choice. It's absolutely is a choice. It's a choice with how you see yourself and also the actions that you're taking. Fitness Buddy is a good start, especially if you go into the gym. A team is better, and that's actually what we offer in our program. So just kind of summarizing a few things of where you might be. This may not be exactly you, but it's just a general person that's not doing what they're supposed to when they're over 45. They're either out of shape physically, they maybe have gained a few weights, their muscles are atrophied, they sit too much. So one thing you might be is you might be in a place where you're just out of shape from where you know that you can be. You have low or no energy. This is a common complaint of people who are not in shape. They just don't have energy. And you basically don't have a real plan. You dabble with this, you maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos and you do, but you don't really have a solid plan. So these are 3 basic problems of where you are right now. Okay, so how can we address that? With 3 things. You start with a blueprint, certain hacks, and then systems. And let me go into detail and explain what those are: blueprint, hacks, and systems. Well, first of all, this is available in our weekly coaching session, how we dial in the blueprint, dial in the hacks, dial in the systems. And let me talk a little bit about that for a second. So the blueprint is essentially your life vision. It's seeing yourself at different milestones forward, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. What does your life look like? What do you want to be able to do in 1 year, 3 year, 5 years? Do you want to be able to run a marathon? Do you want to be able to run up and down the stairs? Do you want to be able to lift 2 heavy bags when you go traveling? So it's good to create a life vision of where you see your health, and also create a life vision for the other areas of your life that are important, but especially for how your health is going to impact that. This is something that people don't do. They don't really sit and think about where they want to be physically 1, 5, 10 years. It's really, really important to map that out. And then next, you start looking at the different fitness tests to make sure that you're on track and the exercises that you need to get there. But the exercise is enough. The blueprint is not enough. You need to have systems. You need to have systems where you're creating habits, you're shifting your identity, your overall mindset, and then having some accountability. So this is something that we offer in our program with our coaching. So tying all these 3 things together, the blueprint, the hacks, and the systems is what is called TLP, Transformational Longevity Protocol. And this is essential protocol means that you're transforming into an athletic warrior, an athlete, a warrior, a longevity athlete. I think you get the idea. A longevity athlete or a longevity warrior. You're transforming it as you have the identity, you see what you're going for, you got the systems in place, everything is working together, and this is how our protocol is built. And this is inside of our program, which is a 6-week longevity lifestyle boot camp. And here's are 5 guaranteed outcomes. So when you come to this, after the outcomes of this 6-week longevity boot camp is a science-based knowledge of best practices for optimal health for your age category and current capacity, a clear roadmap of what to practice as you grow into your golden years, and establish improved habits and routines, a clear optimum health identity shift. This is critical of seeing yourself with optimum health, and mindset skills to stay on track of excellent fitness and optimum health. So those are the 5 guaranteed outcomes from the 6-week longevity lifestyle bootcamp. So let's upgrade the way that you think, feel, and move through the world. Your mobility, your energy, and your mindset. The same old path, what does that look like? Inconsistent habits, routines, and results, low energy and poor performance at work and at home, uncertain fitness future. The new system through this program, powerful weekly coaching, cutting edge longevity habits, daily support if needed, confident trajectory, optimum health. All this is available in the 6-week longevity lifestyle bootcamp. Again, it's professional men, 45 plus, ready to train for a life that thrives now and long term. What is included in this program? You have a program onboarding email, life and vision exercise, 6-week goal setting intake form, and program resources and procedures. Access to the weekly group coaching calls for 6 weeks. So this is the core of the program. It's the online group coaching calls. And every week for at least 60 minutes, and the room stays open for 90 minutes for people who need extra support. Access to WhatsApp groups, including private direct WhatsApp messages to me. And you'll also have the group where you can ask questions as a group as well. Access to a 30-second daily optimum health matrix mindset exercise on WhatsApp. That just takes 30 seconds a day. Daily feedback via WhatsApp to get questions answered and overall support. So you can basically ask me questions every day and I will support you on WhatsApp. Review and weekly feedback on your midweek long-term fitness update. So you're going to send in basically a short midweek update just to let me know how you're doing, because when you end the coaching call, you're going to walk away with 3 things that you're going to be working on for your fitness for that week, and you just send a midweek update and I'll give you some feedback on that. And you have access to request a 10-minute phone consultation as you need it. This is optional. A lot of people don't do it, but it's there if you need it. Okay, so don't worry. Everything here will take maybe 2 hours, slightly less, or maybe 2 hours, slightly more. It looks like a lot of stuff, but it's really only about 2 hours a week, in addition to whatever exercises that you're actually planning on doing. But this administrative stuff is only about 2 hours a week, including the coaching calls. So we have exactly 5 spots open in each group. There's 2 groups. Group A on Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and Group B on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. You can join either of those groups. You only have to come to one of the others. They're 2 separate groups. So there's 10 people total in the program, separated into 2 groups, and there's only 5 spots available, and that's it, no more, because I want to make sure that I give people really enough attention on those group coaching calls. So only 5 people in each group. So decide which of those 2 that you think you might want to go into. Okay, so what's the value of being in optimum health in your marginal decade? What is the value of that? Is it $50,000? Is it $100,000? Is it $500,000? It's essentially priceless, right? It's the most important thing in life. If you don't have health, you can't do anything else. So the investment in this 6-week longevity lifestyle bootcamp, the regular investment for 2025 is $1,900 for the 6 weeks. For the summer, until September 1st, if you get in before September 1st, it's $1,495. So it's $1,900 is the regular price, $1,495 if you get in before September 1st. And for the people who attend this masterclass, I'm giving a special discount. The total price for the program is only $995, but you have to do it within 24 hours of this masterclass, between seeing the masterclass live or seeing the replay. I'll repeat that again. Either seeing the masterclass live or seeing the replay of the masterclass, you have to lock in and apply within 24 hours to get the pricing of $995. Okay, so let's just talk about some questions here that might be on your mind. Will it be safe to engage in certain exercises? Yes, because we're going to start you where you are and only going to recommend things where that's within your limits. And there's always alternatives to nearly every exercise. And not just the exercise, but all for the other habits and practices that we're really going to tailor it towards you. Will I make the time? Yes, we will coach you to integrate this into your life. Have much experience on that and working with my engineers that are becoming entrepreneurs and how they create time to build their businesses. You're going to be building your health and longevity, and I'm going to coach you on how to create that time into your schedule. So yes, you will have the time. Will it work for me? Absolutely, because this is a customized program. It's not a self-paced, do-it-your-own, reading lots of different trainings and things like that. So everything is completely customized. So it's going to work for you because it is customized. Do I have the money? The real question is, can you afford not being in optimum health in your marginal decade? So just let that question sit when you think about, do I have the money? Can you afford not to be in optimum health during your marginal decade? Is it worth it? Yes, it's going to be worth it 10x. And just to give you the type of level that I support my coaching clients, these are words from a previous client that did a program of mine for $4,900, one of the entrepreneur coaching programs. He says it was worth every penny. And this, by the way, he was a senior that was in that program. So I've worked with people at all ages. So just to rehash the old path, inconsistent habits, routines, and results, low energy, poor performance at work, at home, uncertain fitness future. And with the new system that we're offering to you is having powerful weekly coaching, cutting edge longevity habits, daily support if needed, and a confident trajectory, optimum health. So you have to decide, which of these two paths you want to be on. You want to just continue working by yourself with the uncertainty of how this can turn out. Do you want to have a system that's going to really put you on a powerful trajectory? And I have one more special thing, if just in case for the people who want to do the $9.95 and you say, I want to do the $9.95, I want to take advantage of that price today, I just don't have that money, then if you pay just $295, that holds your spot. That's a deposit to hold your spot, and then you pay the $700 when you actually start it. So I'll actually hold the spot for you with a $295 deposit, and you would pay that today. And to take advantage of this, you just have to click the link below. You'll see the link below, Longevity Bootcamp at carrd.co, and you'll have access to that information and the pricing, and you're good to go. And you can start on those dates, either the Monday or the Thursday. So great to have you in the program. Look forward to seeing you soon.